Wow. Wow. Hello. Did you miss me? Just solo Rog? No Jack? Jack is away. Jack's at his parents'. So, it's just me hanging out here. And that gives me a chance to finish off some Crash Team Racing. Because I had one stream left, and it's probably going to be about 2 hours, and I'm going to arguably 100% the game. We'll see. We'll see how far we go. Either way, I think this will probably be the last CTR stream. I could have finished it last time we beat Oxide, but we got to see the true ending. We got to see what happens when we really beat Oxide. Because we only beat him on easy mode, is what happened. Let me go ahead and boot this up. There we go. You're gonna see that cool overlay.
Start your engines for Sony Computer Entertainment America production.
Okay. My engines are started. Seizure procedure is engaged.
Fasten your seatbelts for another multi-door creation.
Alright. Cool overlay is done. Where's the woes? Is done, I said. Alright, set up. Ready to go. Hopefully the levels are okay. It's always a little different doing stream solo because I have the audio set differently. This is recording off desktop audio, where we just record the room noise when we're doing streams with me and Jack. So, I have some good news. Maybe, arguably, is that I may be able to stream Awesomenauts again. I found out, being uneducated that I am, I found out that VSync can be turned off to improve frame rate while potentially introducing artifacts, but that's fine. It's more important that it runs smoothly. Speaking of running smoothly, guess what's not happening here. But I'm gonna try Awesomenauts with VSync turned off and see if maybe that works out better. Because I'd like to be able to stream it again. I had it set up where I was going to try a little bit of Awesomenauts before this, and then fall back on CTR if that didn't work out, but I got no one to play Knots with right now. The one person left, so that's alright. I'm going to do some CTR. I'm going to polish this off. And then I'm going to be able to do Crash Bash next time I stream solo. Or Croc. I still have not gotten around to starting that. I don't stream solo too often. Oh, there's Mr. C. So, last time, we beat... God damn it. We beat God damn it. It's a very interesting boss fight. We beat regular Oxide the first time you race him. Because you race him once, just from beating the other 4 bosses, you unlock Oxide. And then you get a... God damn it, Coco! You get another Oxide race for 100%, which entails all the CTR tokens, all the relics, and all the gems, or is it just all relics? You unlock the final Oxide by one of those. Oh. Oh, that's sneaky. There's a sneaky beaky shortcut up here on this level. I remember that. That was a time trial thing. Is that you had to have a boost and you could jump up to this lip. And it's really unfair. That's why this level sticks out in my memory, because of how bullshit that particular shortcut is. That's like a Mario 64 slide, jump off to a lower part of the slide level of bullshit shortcut. The Mario 64 Penguin would not approve of this map's practices. Ow! I'm not gonna get first. I'm not gonna be able to get the... I got the letters, but it's not enough. I should have saved my boost to try that shortcut. And probably fail. Guy, he doesn't want to drift. The drifting is so awkward in this game. I also have no Wumpa fruit, which doesn't help.
Take that.
Come here, Cortex. Oh, that's so far. You really need a big boost or something to make that. Maybe I can do it. Maybe I can pull ahead. Oh, I didn't get that. It destroyed the box, but didn't give me the fruit. I guess it doesn't do that. Man, I wish I could sideswipe. Oh, I wish this was Mod Nation. That fucker just took my box because I couldn't sideswipe him. Yeah, eat it. Oh no, Tiny's so far ahead. I gotta catch my tiger nemesis. Made the jump. Oh, I got my work cut out for me, though. I can hear him. He's saying stuff now. I got him. I made it to first, now I just gotta stay there. Come on, little tiger fella, you can do it. No, no, Tiny, fuck off. Tiny! Tiny! Oh! He royally fucked me. He knocked me off the track. F-Zero style! And that just decided the race. I'm not recovering from that. Oh man, I had it. I'd caught up to him and everything. Nope, third's not good enough for the tokens, though. You gotta get all the letters and you gotta get first. I think you just need all the relics to challenge Oxide for the final time, but I want to try to get all the tokens and maybe do the gem races too, depending on how much time we have. Because I want 100% adventure mode. If you want to talk about 100%ing the game, I guess you could include time trials in that. But I'm not gonna do time trials. I know some people love this game very dearly. It is not my favorite kart racer. And really, I'm playing it so that I can show off that it was the 4th Crash game. I feel like I owe it to Naughty Dog, as this was the last Naughty Dog Crash game. I mean, I don't owe them anything, but it's a history piece. I want to show it off before I get to Crash Bash. Which, also, you know, not a mainline Crash game. It's not a platformer, but I love Crash Bash. I really do. I know I'm the weird one for that opinion. That's death. It's so far. I don't know how you need like a powered up 10 Wumpa Fruit boost in order to make that jump. Or maybe a faster character. I'll bet Tiny at top speed could do it easier than I could. Because I'm playing as a minimum speed character. Two tigers on the opposite extremes of the spectrum. Oh, I need that C. Where am I going? Oh, the frame rate. Can't handle the frames! I'm dead. Well, this is going poorly. If I fall again, I'm just gonna reset. I didn't get the R. God damn it. I'm gonna keep trying. I recovered from this position last race. I can do it again, but I need those letters. I'm one Wumpa short. Even when it performs optimally though, this game still feels weird to me. Just the way it controls feels very different from other kart racers. Okay. I have a boost. Oh, I just passed the thing though. I would need to keep it for another whole lap in order to use it and get the 10 fruit. So that's not happening. I should have gotten the fruit first. Then I would have gotten a red one. But you know, though, I don't actually know that the red is better than the green. I feel like that's one power-up they might have screwed up a little bit. Oh, that hurt to get, but I got it. Oh, turn! Stuck on the wall. Oh, I need this one. I need to make this. Oh! Oh, that hurt. I got them first try last race. We're starting the stream off with probably the hardest level in this world. Some might say the hardest in the game. I think I would say that. Certainly for time trials. Trying to set a significant time on this level means taking that bullshit shortcut. Every lap, no less. Oh my god, the stuttering, the slowdown is once again interfering with my ability to play the game. It's been this way for the entirety of the CTR stream, but it's especially bad for big levels. And I think this is a big level. It has some trouble loading all of this. Missed the C. Nope. I need to get at least one of the two on my first lap, or I'm not having it. And you know what? I planned on streaming a little bit later today than I am. It's still only 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, but I realized, well, to stream we have to turn the air conditioner off. And if I wait until later, it would be unbearable, so. Nope! This fucking slowdown. Okay, I got it. I'm in 8th, but I got it. It's pitiful that my computer cannot compete with the PlayStation 1's processing power. I mean, granted, the PlayStation 1 wasn't running Discord and OBS and all this other shit, but even so. I was just trying to waste them so I could get another item, but it wasn't fast enough. You can't rapid fire bombs. Oh, I am so far behind. And I'm gonna get further behind because of that T. It's okay, I can get good items. I should have not boosted there so I could get the stupid Wumpa crate. Okay, I'm catching up. No! That's a very high-risk Wumpa crate, hanging off the ledge like that. Tiny tried to hit me in 6th place, by the way. Just pointing out what an asshole this other tiger is. What is this? This is lap 2. I can still make it. I got plenty of time left. And I got all the letters. The bowling bombs do not ricochet off walls, I guess. I thought they did. If only the Wumpa was instant, then that would have been a nitro. But it has to take the time to count up. Therefore, it was not. Oh, it was only 1 bomb. I thought it was always 3 for some reason. No! How far ahead is Cortex? Okay, he's right there. I can still catch him. Maybe. Nope, just 1 missile, huh? Oh! Well, that decided it. Probably, I think. How far ahead is he? They're far ahead. He just passed the finish line. God! Dang it! It's okay. Again, this is the hardest track, so once we're done with this, it'll be all uphill from here. Or all downhill. Whatever the saying is. It'll be easier. He just doesn't want to drift sometimes. Okay, C acquired. R not acquired, but that's okay. I can accept one of the 2. I have 2 more laps to get that R. Nope. Too far. And 8th place. At least I got my fruit. We got this coming. This will be the final CTR stream, however it goes. No, I didn't want to keep that shield for defensive purposes. I wanted it to blow up on contact. Thought I went over the T for a second there. This will be the last CTR stream. And we got Crash Bash and Croc coming at some point in the indeterminate future. Mario Land, I've mentioned, streaming soon. Whether that's solo or with Jack. Almost went right into that. Slowing down. Still gotta get that R. Good speed. Good jump. Nope, no R. Oh, it's gonna be bad if I lose this because I didn't get the R. I'm just gonna be in first place, dominating. Just missed that one little jump, and that'll be it. Because I gotta do this perfectly for the CTR tokens. Yeah, I wonder if there are gonna be. I'll bet there are gonna be time trial crates on that BS shortcut. The one where the T was at? No! Dingo! Dial! Leave! I just wasted the bomb. I pressed it as soon as it appeared. Because I was trying to make the thing go faster. No! No! Okay, it hit a wall? Whatever. I'm not complaining. Didn't need that, but I don't need them getting it behind me. Get hit! No! Why doesn't it bounce? Why bomb not bounce? Okay, last chance. No! I have another chance, but I'm now in 8th place. Holy crap. Falling off is just... Yep, that's it. I don't know, I wasn't dominating, but I was in first. Mother... Hello, Darian. It's just me today, struggling through the hardest course of Crash Team Racing. Alone, because Jack's gone. This is the 8th time, maybe, I've attempted this. Oh, it's rough. Nope, missed the R again. Never got to play CTR. I did play Nitro Kart. I played both. I don't remember Nitro Kart as well. I would hope it's a more polished version of the game. People have a lot of nostalgia for this game. It's not my favorite kart racer. It plays a little awkwardly to me. I've had to relearn it over the course of these streams. And even then, I kind of forget a lot of it by not playing for a little while. I don't remember what kind of challenges the single player in Nitro Kart had either. This one has a lot of stuff that is comparable to Diddy Kong Racing, I think. In that, like, the CTR token I'm racing for now is similar to, oh, what was it? They had some kind of letter collecting thing in Diddy Kong Racing. Where you had to get so many tokens throughout a level and still finish in first place. So, this is that. I mentioned this before. I don't know if the fruit actually increases your speed, like coins in Mario Kart, and I think bananas in Diddy Kong Racing. Or if it's just if it just affects the weapons. Because it might be just the weapons. Nitro Kart reminds me of Diddy Kong Racing with the whole hub world thing. This game has that too, which I like. I like being able to just drive around and explore a little bit. Exploration is a big thing for me in games. Okay, I have a boost. Maybe I can actually manage the nonsense shortcut at the end. I could save it for that. I could try it. What karmatic justice it would be to win the race by taking that shortcut. But, you know, now that I'm here in first, I kind of don't want to, because that's a big risk, so I'm not. Sorry, if you were looking forward to that shortcut. It's not worth it. It is so difficult to pull off. It looks so much like an unintentional shortcut. Like, again, the Mario 64 slide things. But nope, it's there. They have a letter there and everything. They want you to take it. How's your day going? Ah, it's going all right. Jack is away at his parents', so just me today. Got the house to myself. Doing a stream. I'm gonna go back to Seattle, drive up and pick him up tomorrow. It's a 3-hour drive back and forth. Meet with Bacon Bomb, who is in Olympia at the moment. Have lunch or something. Oh, Restream chat is not connected to Twitch. I don't know why. So if you're on Twitch, hello. Thank you for being on Twitch, but we can't see your chat messages. I'm sorry. Oh, that's right. I still have the... I wasn't done with that level. I still have the relic I gotta get. Me and Jack are just friends. Friends and roommates. Alright, here we go. Time trial relic challenge. I'm gonna have to figure out why it's not connecting to Twitch. Might be just a temporary bug. Alright. So if you've not seen any of the previous Crash Team Racing streams, or played the game yourself, the Relic Challenges are time trials, but similar to Crash 3, Crash Warped, they have these time crates scattered about the level that you can pick up to freeze the clock, and if you get all of them, you get a 10 seconds chopped off your final time, which is pretty significant. 10 seconds is not a small amount. So, if possible, it is well worth it to try to get all of the crates. I'm convinced it may not be possible for me on some levels because I picked the slowest character with the best handling in the game. So I may not be able... Oh good, they did not have a crate on that BS shortcut. I may not be able to get the max speed necessary for some of the game's shortcuts on some of the tracks. Okay, I'm not gonna... It actually creates an interesting dynamic with the Relic Challenges. There's also Time Trials mode, which I don't think features the crates. So that's separate. So these are kind of a semi-formal Time Trials. It creates an interesting dynamic because at this point, I'm not so worried about, you know, going full throttle all the time. Well, that fucked me, I think. And getting every drift boost just right, as much as I am getting every crate. Because the 10 seconds is a bigger difference than I would save by doing the perfect racing. I mean, obviously, if you can do both at the same time, that's the ideal, but I'm not going for a world record here. I wonder if there's anyone out there who uses Crunch in Diddy Kong Racing. Who is Crunch? Was he the Badger? I don't remember. Oh, that was a very sharp turn. I actually did not own Diddy Kong Racing growing up. A friend of sorts had it. And I played it at his place now and again when I was real little, but I did not own it. I picked it up as a late teen later on, figuring, you know what, I should buy this game myself. And I tried it, and it didn't groove with me, and I sold it back is what I did. But I should give it a proper playthrough one of these days. I feel like I owe it more of a chance. And honestly... God! Dang it, Bobby! Honestly, I feel like it... Gonna make people mad saying this. It couldn't play worse than this. The drifting in this game is so unintuitive. He just does whatever the hell he wants, whether he wants to drift or not. God dang it. That wasn't worth it. He needs to do this little hop before he'll start drifting. And the timing for when you can start drifting is not in the air. But it's also, there's a little bit of leeway just before the end of the hop. It's a very specific and odd time that you have to start hitting to the side. Oh, I had plenty of time. Did you ever see the final boss of Diddy Kong Racing? I have. I've seen Final Whiz-Pig. What's the Shao Kahn of racing games? Does he constantly stop to tell you you suck? It's been a while. I mean, actually, I saw a playthrough of Diddy Kong Racing recently, but it was not a 100% playthrough. So, how are the levels, by the way? I've got the game down pretty low. I wonder if it's too low.
Great. You've
Now I can go to Castle Place. This is the final world of the game, though. The hub world. So these levels are some of the longest. Volume's okay. Okay, that's good. Where is the castle? I was just there. Okay, the yellow ones are ones I still have to do. Oh, or not. Let's go to the labs, sure. I don't remember if they brought back CTR levels, like tracks in Nitro Kart or not. If they had, like, Mario Kart loves doing that anymore. Ever since the DS version, I think, was the one that first had a ton of them from previous games. And ever since then, half the levels have been from previous Mario Karts. Okay, I gotta find the letters. There's one. I see it. Nope, not high enough. While I didn't grow up with it so much as the other games, I do give Diddy Kong Racing credit for experimenting with the formula. Namely with the power-ups. I like the way they did power-ups with collecting the same color balloon to get multiple stages of it. I think that was a neat feature that separated it from Mario Kart a little bit. And, you know, the multiple vehicles thing was neat. But namely, I like the way they handled power-ups in the game. And it's similar in this game. This game is, I do like the way they handle the power-ups in this game, in that it's kind of a cross between them. In that you get the better power-ups from having 10 fruit, coins, whatever. Oh, that C is going to be really painful. And I blew myself up, lost my fruit. And I mentioned this before, I mentioned it all during the Mod Nation streams, Mod Nation Racers, is that I feel like they were the... Mod Nation took all of these innovations and put them together in just the right way. In Mod Nation, if you pick up an item pod, if you're holding an item, you get a better version of that item up to 3 stages. The frame rates are not great. The game has trouble with this level. By which I mean my toaster has trouble with this level. Oh no, no! I like how with the success of the Insane trilogy, people are expecting remakes of CTR and Twinsanity. CTR, I get. Like, I was mentioning in the previous CTR streams, like, I wonder... Nope, that's it. Didn't get the C. If they would consider doing a remake of this game. But, it's... why do you mention Twinsanity? Like, as far as all the other games go. Was that just, Are people more nostalgic for that game than they are for other Crash games? You think? Oh, that was a great start. Got that C first try. Because the 5 PlayStation 1 Crash games were the Crash Trilogy, Crash Team Racing, which was the last Naughty Dog one, and then Crash Bash, which was by Eurocom, and that was the only Crash game that Eurocom did. But they were very good about retaining the Naughty Dog style, so it felt very much like a Naughty Dog Crash game. And, nope, get the pit. After that was Wrath of Cortex on PlayStation 2, which was something of a clone of Crash Warped. But it had its own levels. It had new bosses, new... Everything. Everything was new. It just reused the... Basically reused the warp system formula in Crash 3. Had some pretty bad loading times, but gameplay was solid. No, no! Oh, the frames. Save the frames, please. What is this? This is lap 2. Okay, well, I'll take your word for it, I guess. I've not seen the Crash Bandicoot Facebook page. I did enjoy Twinsanity. It was a different sort of formula from previous games, though. Cortex in this game sounds a little like my Dorf voice. There you go! I learned between streams the sad direction that the Crash racing games have taken in recent years. Apparently, since Tag Team Racing, the third and final console one, they went mobile, is what they did. They had, like, a Crash Nitro Kart 2 on mobile. They had a Crash Tag Team Nitro Kart something or other. It was a bunch of just nonsense. Of very confusingly named sequels and alternate versions and re-releases of just a mobile Crash Team Racing style game. A Crash karting game. With some original character named Yo-Yo Panda, or something along those lines. It's just a very weird direction the series went. I didn't even know that all these mobile Crash racing games existed, but you can look them up on, like, Crash wikis, and they're there. Very strange games that I don't know who is behind if it's Activision, because they... As far as I know, they own Crash nowadays. You gotta pay for them. Yeah, they're mobile games, ones that you pay money for. They look very small and shitty, though, being mobile games. Oh, that's a lot of threes. That's a lot of crates sitting right at 70 crates. Oh, that's rough, buddy. Well, here we go. That's a little tight. Oh my god, they're everywhere. How? Oh, those are up on a different jump. Okay. I thought I had to jump to those from where I was at, and that would have been crazy. Crazy Taxi Stream 1. I 100%ed Crazy Taxi. And it was one of the hardest games I've ever 100%ed. It is ludicrously difficult to complete everything in that game. I would almost compare it to F-Zero GX. Not quite, but it's close. Nope. In a pit. Into the pit. Are you familiar with Cool Math? I am not. Is that a game? Is that a streamer? God dang it. YouTuber. Look at all those 3 crates. And they're so pointless at the end of the level, too. Because you can't pause the timer for that length of time. I mean, you can, but on the final lap, they're not worth getting because, I mean, you'll just cross the finish line with the timer still frozen. So you'll lose out on some of the time you collected. I still believe in my foolish, naive heart that I can get all the crates and get that 10 seconds on this level. Maybe dreams do come true. Them some tight corners. You know what? I'm gonna get all of these now. Because they're not gonna be useful to me on the final lap. Turn! Go back, Tiger. No! Oh, I missed one crate. That'll decide it. It's either every crate or none of them. Or nothing. You don't get no bonus for 69 out of 70. Well, maybe I can still do this with the crates I have left. It's not going to be like gold or anything, but... oh, it would have been nice. I would love to get all the crates on at least one level this stream. I'm quickly running out of crates is the problem, though. I got all the good ones in earlier laps. Okay, we're good. We're plenty of time. These are actually very forgiving timers. It's basically a website with math-associated games on it. It was the only gaming website you get in school. In its early years, the games were all simple math games that had equations and solving questions. Now it's a dumpster site for flash games. Interesting. I did not have that in school. I imagine I'm a fair, reasonable bit older than a lot of the viewers. I'm 25, which I know I'm such an old fogey. They're way older streamers than me, but even so.
Great. You earned a relic.
We had Math Blaster was the big educational franchise back in my day, and those were disc based, you know, discs and floppy drives and things like that. Come on, last course, last track. Cortex Castle. We had Math Blaster, and we had some trivial, you know, little games that came installed individually on the computer. I don't remember us having a website, but you know, when I was in elementary school, that was before school computers had internet access. That was before the internet was seen as something that, hey, education can benefit from this. So we had computers, like one per classroom, that you'd go on and play a little educational game, but not internet. That wasn't until middle school is when they had finally gotten around to putting a little bit of the curriculum in some kind of online format. Very little bit. And even that was really just in computer class specifically. And that's where I was introduced to an old DOS game called Bolo. Windows version called WinBolo. It's a neat little game. Considered streaming it before. Yeah, boost that engine. Okay, I'm doing alright. I got my fruit. Fruit's good. Even the tiger's got an evil laugh. You know what I remember most about Crash Nitro Kart? I'm gonna say this because I was a teenager at the time. It was Coco's boobs. Coco finally got boobs in Crash Nitro Kart. They gave her a figure. They did the Tiny Kong treatment. Oh man, Nintendo made Tiny Kong sexy. Why did they make Tiny Kong sexy? Like, she aged, she turned into a teenager, but Dixie Kong didn't? It's so weird. Oh no, Crash, you fuck. His body had physics, his cart that was in the middle of crashing. No. Get out of here, Polar. That's not gonna hit anyone. I can do it. It's gonna be tight. But it'll be competitive. If I drift enough and don't fall off. Lady. Oh man, come on. Let me through. I need to win. Second isn't good enough. Oh, that's a good item. That's a good item. I thought it just went straight into the wall for a second there. I thought it fucked me. No. No. Okay, we're good. Come on. That's a good place for that. Come on! Got it! Okay, good. First try. Feel like N. Gin should have been the final boss of the games, considering he was much tougher than Cortex. Yeah. In the first game, Cortex put up a fight. Second and third games, though, yeah, N. Gin was the hardest boss. Cortex, I mean, I still died a few times chasing Cortex in Crash 2, but it wasn't really a fight, so it was kind of anticlimactic. My favorite Crash game, Crash 2, final boss could have been better. Bosses in general were creative, but kind of a joke difficulty-wise in that game. Oh, well, no, I'm not taking that. Not that early. Come on, Tiger. You can do it. The frames can withstand. Oh, that's not good. Oh, these crates are all over the place. These are some rough ones. I'm gonna have to go extra slow. Don't you love that? A time trial that makes you go slow? It's a juicy contradiction! Wonder who else remembers that Starburst ad besides me. Crash 2 will always be my favorite. I didn't own Warped as a kid. I don't think I got Warped until later either. Ooh, that's a tricky one out there. I don't remember what the circumstances for me and Warped were. Because I had Crash 1 and 2 as a bab. When they very early when they came out. I think those were hand-me-downs from my older brother, who was a gamer. Oh, that's a mean one. That's tricky. Yeah, wrong way, I know. Oh, I'm gonna have to go that way and get that one next lap. That's gonna be hard. I don't remember having Crash 3 as a kid. I'd Crash Bash. I think I had 1, 2, and Crash Bash were my on-release Crash games. Oh, ow. I think I got CTR after that and warped maybe at the same time as CTR, or maybe later. I had all 5 while I was still a teenager. I know that. I've said this in previous streams as well. I kind of wish there was just a box collecting challenge in this game. Ah, I missed it. Just one. That's all you need to miss. God dang it. I was doing so well. Now I gotta really race and try. I say that and then I just stop completely to get that 2 crate. I would have liked just a crate collecting challenge, just driving around getting all the crates in a level. Which this is in some ways, but the main purpose is the time trial. Over all the games, I think the first Crash is the best soundtrack. I was partial to 2. I like the Warp Zone. I like the Warp Zone music better than the Crash 3 one. Which, unfortunately, they used the Crash 3 Warp music everywhere. That became the iconic one. God dang it. I think I'm still gonna make it. Again, actually really forgiving timers. No! He just slid off. Oh yeah, we're good. Really, not a challenge, the relic races, in the vast majority of cases. I feel like Crash 3 was when they started getting a little too hammy. Or when they got max hammy, at least. Like Crash 2, the sci-fi elements were kind of, you know, foreign, mysterious, as they would be to, like, a tribal jungle-living Bandicoot. Then in Crash 3, it just kind of became wacky sci-fi elements. I don't know, there was a certain edge to Crash 2's aesthetic that I liked that wasn't present in later games. Or in Crash 3 specifically. Did you ever play Wrath of Cortex, Darian? The PlayStation 2 Crash game? What relic am I missing? Got all the tokens. Turbo track. Okay. Where is Turbo track? Wrath of Cortex was kind of more of the same when it came to Crash 3. Loading times are pretty bad. Gameplay itself it's fine. It's more Crash 3. I actually liked some of the gimmicks in Wrath of Cortex more than the ones in Crash 3. Especially they had ball levels that were very Monkey Ball-esque. And those I had a lot of fun with in Wrath of Cortex. Okay, so I need all the gems in order to access that final level and get the final... I actually cannot get all the relics without doing the gem cups. Which I needed to get all of the tokens to unlock all the gem cups. You really do need to do everything in order to get all the relics. Okay, so I was on the right track. That's good. Yeah, load times aside, the game is alright. Its worst crime is being very cloney of Crash 3. But at least we got Crunch Bandicoot out of it. You know, the swole Bandicoot? We needed that. So the Gem Cups are Grand Prix, is what they are. They're Mario Kart Grand Prix, in which you have to place well enough to get first place total and win the gem. Is how these work. And it looks like I need to get all the gems in order to get that final relic. So, here I go doing the Grand Prix. Oh, okay, that works. I was worried I wasn't gonna hit him. Hey, cool Mario Kart. Shut up, Jack! This is better than Mario Kart. You know the cool kids are playing Mario Kart. I got Crash Team Racing. It's way better. As a kid, I got all 3 Crash PS2 games in a combo box set for my birthday. Did they do a combo set for the... What was there? It was Wrath of Cortex. Crash Nitro Kart was the 7th console Crash game. And then Twinsanity. Did they do a proper, like, 3-pack of them? Or are you just saying you got all 3 of them at the same time? Oh, was Tag Team Racing on PS2? I think that was one of those games that was between consoles. Like it was on the PS2 and also the PS3. Alright, +9. And then you get 0 points for less than 4th. Scrubs. I've not played Tag Team Racing. That was after the point where, they kind of, took a very weird turn for the graphic style. That was one of the many, oh, we have to redesign the characters to be new and cool looking. Which I've said before, never works for any franchise, ever, 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 ever. Redesigning your characters from the ground up is never a good idea for a reboot. It didn't work for Sonic. It didn't work for Devil May Cry. It didn't work for Crash. Don't fix what isn't broke. That said, I don't know if any of it had to do with licensing issues. Because then I'm drawn back to, like, again, apologize for the frame rates. I wish there was something I could do about them. It makes me think of Shaolin Showdown, the cartoon show, which got a sequel, Shaolin Chronicles. Except it was made by a completely different production group in a different country. I think it was a different country. There was some situation where they lost a lot of the rights to names and things in the series. They had to change a character's, like, skin color. It was weird. They had to change a lot of stuff to make the show happen, and it just wasn't the same show as a result. I mean, that was part of it. It was also a very poorly written show, the new series. Kind of similar feelings about Code Lyoko, which they did a 5th season for, but it was a live-action series. It was very weird. Haven't seen it, not too keen to. Tag Team Racing is that weird middle ground where half of it is platforming and collecting stuff and the other half is racing. Was there actually, like, walking around in Tag Team Racing? Or do you mean, like, driving vehicle platforming, like Tony Hawk? What was that set of Crash games during the redesign period? There was Tag Team Racing. There was Crash of the Titans. There was another one I can't remember though. Again, I was corpse blocked. Okay, I don't think I'm getting first this time. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my damnedest. Come here, engine. Oh, I got the boost. Boost is good. I like boost. Oh, I need that too. That's good. Oh, the ending was right there. Okay, second. That's fine. Each racetrack has a hub area. Okay, I'm down to try that. Sounds interesting. Unique. I can't imagine that with, say, Mario Kart. Characters moving and jumping around to get to the tracks. Although, that would be a great excuse for some Waluigi platforming. Hey look, I'm finally in a platformer! Unfortunately, Mario Kart does not experiment. Like, at all. Anymore. It's almost to a Call of Duty point of releasing the same game over and over and again. Mario Kart nowadays has, you know, basically no single player. Just the same Grand Prix. Get the stars in them. Very samey multiplayer. Minimal new features. I find it rather sad, actually. And right into the wall. No. Bad crash. Bad Bandi-kuu. Oh man, he's so far ahead. Who is that? That's Engine. Engine, the final boss of this stream. So the difference between these and the electricity is it seems, is that the homing missiles have shitty homing. It's like the difference between a homing missile and a Patsy's Magic Bullet in Worms. How good do you want your homing to be? Come on. No, that didn't hit. He's so far ahead. Well, at least our chemicals can be together. And then I get bombed. I didn't see the standing. How's Engine doing? Did he come in first last race? I think he did. Oh, Engine's gonna take this from me if I'm not careful. Okay. Engine is taking care. No, he's not. He's still there. God, I wish I was a faster character. I am so regretting my choice of Pura. Takes so long to recover. The star may not be enough. I thought that was a shortcut. It's not. There's a wall there. That might be it. Oh, it's going to be so time-consuming if I have to do Grand Prix over again. Rubber banding. I don't know if this game has rubber banding. Engine got first. That's bad. Where are we at? Okay. Engine's got to not do well in this next race for me to beat him. I don't think it's rubber banding. I think it's just that I'm a slow character. I picked him because I always picked him as a kid. And the reason, as I mentioned in previous Crash Team Racing streams, is because he has the prettiest trophy girl. That's why I always picked Polar and Pura. Is because their trophy girl had cleavage. Good old teenage Xelrog is fucking me again. I hate that you can run into players who are spinning out and just dead stop. It's so awful. A tiger is slow. Well, this tiger is slow. The swole tiger, Tiny is plenty fast. He's one of the fastest. Polar and Pura, though, are the beginner characters. The low speed, best handling. You know, that kind of situation. How is a panda a faster creature? Oh, you mean the bear? The bear has the same stats as Pura. Unless you're talking about Crash Nitro Kart 2 Extreme Mobile Edition, whatever the hell it's called. In which case, there actually is a panda, exclusive to the mobile games. I mentioned this before you got here, Jack. Apparently, I looked it up, and what happened to the Crash Racing games after Tag Team Racing is that they went mobile. And it was bad. Engine, fuck off! No, 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 oh. Yeah, there are like 3 Crash Racing mobile games. And they all look identical. And they all run on the same engine. And they all feature the same original the character named Yo-Yo Panda. Fuck you, Coco. I hate running into corpses. Please tell me that's not in Crash Nitro Kart. Oh! I thought that was my last chance if I could make that shortcut. Oh, that could be good. Engine's nowhere in sight. That is very good. No! Oh. I might have had it, but I went too fast and I got piranha'd. It's still possible, but oh, it's not. No, Engine's 2 places behind. Engine doesn't get any points. Let's see. Oh. I didn't get enough to pass him. God damn it. I'm gonna have to do the whole thing over. I hope they release the PS2 Crash games on the PS4 store as classics. I'm surprised they haven't yet. You know what? I'm just gonna move on. I'll come back to Red. I mean, granted, Wrath of Cortex is not remembered that fondly, I think. I think people just remember it as, oh, that PS2 Crash game. It's the formulaic one. Again, didn't think it was bad, just not that different compared to the previous ones. It was the Skyward Sword of Crash Bandicoot. Alright, racing through the sewers. Just sewer things. By the way, I like how the fact that a character is or is not a tiger affects how fast their engine goes by Jack's logic. No. Ow! I miss Mod Nation already. Being able to defend against items without needing a specific counter item by random chance. Oh, good days. That bear is out racing you. Yeah? So I guess bear's got the best racing genes? That's the logical conclusion here. It's a speedy bear. I mean, you raced on the bear in Crash 2. You remember? Corey, he's a very speedy bear. You know what the thing is he's from an icy place. So he's used to low traction. He knows how to drift. Oh! That was a cool moment. You like what happened there? Oh, that was the race. I thought that was lap 2. Shit. Just curious, what's the plan for the PNGs I posted in Discord? I don't know. I figured we might be able to use them for something. I mean, you went through the effort of cutting out the heads from the drawings, so... Transparent graphics are always useful for something. Maybe we can use them as a sensor. This game would be better if you could change out your character mid-adventure mode. Like if I needed a better turning character for a track, I could go to the Tiger. If I needed more speed, I could go to Dingadile or something. I don't know. Would have been real nice. That was an improvement that did not come in the Tony Hawk series until Tony Hawk 4. Being able to swap out to different characters at will. Put our heads over the player characters in thumbnails. Could do that. It's an option. We've been using the sprite heads for, or we did use them for the 2 fourth seat cinema we did. I don't want to drift. I feel like it's going to fuck me more than it's going to help me. I should drift more, I know, but it's so unreliable and wonky. I hate it. Tiger, leave! He's just on my tail the whole race. He wants it. Tiny the tailgater. No, no squish, Puny Car. Leave Puny Car alone. Puny Tiger's here to have fun and make friends. It's not about winning, it's about having fun! But I want to have fun in front of Tiny. But he's so fast! He's so much faster than me. I don't think the game has rubber banding. I don't know, though. I can't say for sure. You'd have to look it up. That's looking pretty hopeless. Tiny came in first place twice in a row. I don't think I can beat that. Alright. Well. Mixed. So what are you doing right now, Jack? Just chilling at home? I mean, your parents' place. Apparently it doesn't. No, I'm just bad. That's all it is. Well, not even that. I'm of only competent skill level at best and racing as a very slow character. Oh, this level causes frame issues. Be ready for slowdown. Somehow I didn't get that. Ooh, that's some good slow. Tiny, fuck off. I wonder if there's a gem favorite. Like, Engine was dominating the previous cup, and now Tiny was, or Engine was the first one, and then Tiny was dominating this last one. Yes, Tiny was misnamed in the pause screen of Crash 2. And I don't remember the explanation for that. I think it might have been mentioned in the Crash Did You Know Gaming. Or one of them. How many missiles did they fire at me? What do you got against this cute little tiger fella? I don't remember if his name was maybe changed during localization or during the game making process or something. Or what the situation with Taz Tiger was. I'll bet it would be listed on his, like, Crash Wiki article. Any percent speedrun is 1 hour and 6 of, Crash Team Racing. Well, I've already actually beaten the standard final boss for this game. I'm trying to go for the true final boss, the true ending. With the 100%. And my last real obstacle to that are these Gem Race Grand Prix. So I just gotta get through these. I'm just failing at them. And getting pretty useless items. I don't need that, really. Warpless. How would you warp in a kart racing game? Okay, okay. I like how that's going. Oh, that's not the end, though. I still got... God damn it, Tiger! This Tiger rivalry needs to stop. I guess, you know, though, it's inevitable that Tiny wins this. And you know why I say that? Is because Tiny's playable in the next game. And Pura isn't. I guess that shows who the superior Tiger is. Come on, you can do it, Tiger. Yes! Was there ever any in-canon explanation for what happened to Tawna Bandi-kuu? As far as lore goes, what was it? I think it was like a game manual, a Crash 2 manual, or one of the game's manuals says that she ran off and hooked up with Pinstripe. Is how that went in lore, and then we just never see her again. Honestly, though, she just went the way of Sonic's first girlfriend. In that she was just too blonde and too sexy. So, of course, that she got replaced by a blonde lolly, is how they went. Okay, obviously Coco is not meant to be a sex-selling character. She's just a cute little sister character. Yeah, Tawna turned out was kind of a bitch, I guess. Apparently. According to lore. If you weren't aware, originally, at the time of his conception, Sonic was going to be named... He had some weird concept name. It was like Pins or something. Or Spike, maybe. And he was going to have a blonde, human, big, buxom girlfriend named Madonna. That was the original Sonic plan. Which, of course, was after they abandoned the original Eggman plan. Of their idea of competing with Mario. Was having their own fat mustache man. And they designed Eggman to be the hero of their game. And he was like a big mustache guy wearing pajamas, and he would go on some kind of like dream adventure or something. You can look it up. I think this is also in some of the Did You Know Gaming Sonic videos. I think I placed that. God damn it. Yes, like the singer, Jack. Because, you know, it was the 90s. So Sonic had to have a girlfriend named after Madonna, the singer. Come on, you can do it, Tiger. Little Tiger fella. Where's the finish line? No! Cortex! You gene-splicing asshole! Oh, we got 1 lap left. Okay. I thought that was it. Get fucked, Cortex. Heh, I made him fall in a pit. Should have waited. That's okay. I got it. What's your idea for movie night, Jack? Is this something your parents led you on to? Okay, first place. That is a good start. I like that start. I remember the boulder levels in Crash scaring me as a kid, mainly because of the music. It was very creepy music. The deathly didgeridoo was just such a creepy instrument. The way they used it in that look how big a goofy smile this polar bear has on his face, by the way. Let the right one in. I don't know what that movie is, Jack. You're gonna have to elaborate. Or else do you want to keep it a surprise for the stream? I mean, obviously we don't stream movie night, but we do put up videos. As we did with 7 Lucky Ninja Kids, or whatever the hell it was called. Yeah, whatever, just hit every wall. That's fine. This one's rough. I'm not catching up as well as I'd like to, and we're already done with 1 lap. Okay, I'm catching up a little bit. Get fucked, Tiny! Get hit! Oh, I could have used that. I could have taken the shortcut. Instead, I'm here again, riding the outside wall like an asshole! Okay, got full fruit. Okay, where'd it go? Did it just go into a wall? Oh, there it is. Good. Get fucked, Crash. Okay, I got my barrier. Barrier's good. I like barriers. Especially in first place. It's a good thing to have. Explosive barriers, even better. I could barely make that as drifting as the character with the best turning. How are other characters able to do that turn? Come on, Tiger. Come on. 2 firsts? 2 firsts! It's pretty much a trope in media to always call the name giant muscular guy tiny. Yeah, it is. What was it? It was in Avatar: The Last Airbender. It wasn't tiny, but there was a giant fella named Pipsqueak. Okay, so I'm a shoo-in for this one. I could come in last and still win, I think, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna try to do that. Thank God it doesn't require you to get first in every race. I would be screwed. We would never finish this stream. I thought there was a chance that, hey, maybe we'll get done in like an hour. And I'll have to fill in more stream, and then I can play Croc. But no, this is going to be the full thing. Especially if we are gonna go back and do all these Grand Prix. Because they put that one relic back there. Oh, I should have saved the TNT. No! It takes you so long to recover, and now I'm in 8th. Of 8. This game has only 8 racers. Mario Kart always had 12, right? Even back in 64? Because the PS1 is a 32-bit system. I think it was, in some regards, weaker than the N64. Stronger in others. No! I'd love it if there was an introduced duo called Tiny and Giant. That was the thing in Avatar. Remember, there was Pipsqueak and the Duke. And then they heard the Duke, and they assumed the Duke was the giant guy, and the little guy was Pipsqueak. And it was the other way around. You guys are on a roll of finishing games. Yeah. My solo games, though, are kind of their own separate pool. Because I very rarely solo stream. I've been picking my way through the Crash games, and after this will be Crash Bash. Then I'll get to Wrath of Cortex, and maybe Nitro Kart. I might just do one stream of Nitro Kart. The kart racers are not my favorite. Oh, what was that bullshit? Oh, what was that physics nonsense? I rolled the lip and I didn't get to do a cool Tony Hawk grind and get speed boost or something. That's bullshit. I have planned, aside from the Crash games, at some point I'm going to play Croc. And I'm going to do the Mario Land series. Up through Wario Land, because I've never played the Wario Land games. I'm biting it here. Hopefully my theory about being able to come in last and still win because I'm in such a lead is correct. I want to do Croc, I want to do the Mario Land series, and I'm going to continue through the Crash series, is my solo plan. And I also got a couple little things here and there that I had thought about. There's a tower defense game. There would be a little mini stream. And, what was it? Hamster Ball. I gotta buy it. It's like $3 online. I'd like to stream that. That'd be fun. Mentioned how you never got into Castlevania. Yeah. It's just not my style of game, I think. I played Devil May Cry, the first one, which is kind of like a 3D Castlevania. 3D version of that, you know, being inside a castle or something, going from place to place, exploring, finding keys and new things to unlock new ways through the castle, but I don't know, I like a big part of the exploration in games to me is getting to see new environments. So an exploration game where you're finding keys and things all in a single environment, trapped in a castle or in a space station like in Metroid or something. It's just not my thing. It defeats the purpose of playing an exploration game if I'm not seeing new locales. And diverse locales. That's just me.
Congratulations. You won a gem.
Hey! I actually won one. Power to you if you like them. I wouldn't. I feel confident in saying that. Metroid was on a planet. Yeah, but Ratchet and Clank was on a bunch of planets. So take that, Jack. Yeah. Looking forward to Ratchet and Clank. We're waiting until we finish the 3 Spyros before we get to that. And we're on the last one. Oh, what did I hit? I looked away for just a second. That was a mistake, and that phased right through him. That's neat. That's a cool interaction. When does Samurai Goro show up? To wreck our shit. He likes to show up and raid people in deserts, right? That's his MO. At least we're not on motorcycles. As much as I complain about this game's driving, it's still so much better than the motorcycle levels in Crash 3. You heard this already if you watched my Crash 3 playthrough, but my issue with Crash 3 I still enjoyed it very much. Still, I just laid it right on top of myself. I just chugged it and died on the spot from self-poisoning. My problem with Crash 3 was basically not enough platforming. They went too overboard with the gimmicks and ended up with too many levels that were swimming underwater or driving a vehicle or, you know, you spent very little time actually on your feet running around and playing like Crash in Crash 3. And that's what kind of turned me off of it in a lot of ways. Still enjoyed it, that's just why I preferred Crash 2 between the two of them. I think if I had to rank the 3 PS1 Crash games, it would be 2, 1, 3. For me personally. Crash 3 suffers from adding too much variety and gimmicks and not properly polishing those gimmicks. I didn't even know that it's... Yeah, there's some degree of the polishing aspect. Like, the motorcycle driving I mentioned could have been a lot better in Crash 3. It was very awkward to play. There was all the flight levels and the planes and such. I guess those could have been improved in some way, but yeah, that's what I agree with that. Too much gimmicks. Oh, this is the really long. I think this is the longest level in the game in terms of track length. This giant crisscrossing arena. And of course, this tiny bastard is going to be on my ass the whole time, because this is his home field. Not that I think that has any relevance in this game. They don't have, like, track favorites that have better AI on their certain tracks or anything. That would be an interesting idea for a game mechanic, though. Is AI that are programmed specifically on their home track, and then you just let them race however they end up racing on the other tracks. See how that works out? Did I just... I think I double tapped and I remote detonated the bomb. I didn't actually know you could do that. If that is what happened. I feel like that's the case with a lot of trilogies of games. And I've also said this on stream before. Is it the first game sets the groundwork, but it doesn't go far enough in terms of variety? The second game nails it, and then the third game has too many gimmicks. And loses track of the original gameplay. I think this was the case with Donkey Kong Country trilogy. To some extent with Spyro. I've heard that about Sly Cooper. That the third... Jack and I have not played the third Sly Cooper game. We have it, and it's coming. Our first ever Sly Cooper 3. But I've heard about it that a complaint is that it introduced too many playable characters. I don't know how true that is. We'll have to see. And I also feel that was kind of true of the Jack games. 2 was my favorite Jack game, and then 3 got a little farther from what I liked in 2. And then you have the 4th game that comes as a last hurrah of a series that has long been dead and is always universally panned because it's always garbage. You got Sly 4, Thieves in Time. You got Jak and Daxter 4, or Jak, the Lost Frontier. What was that? No one liked it, is my point. First place! Oh no, final lap! God damn it, this track is so long. You like Excite Bike? Well, we've brought all the fun of Excite Bike to Crash Team Racing. You like dirt? We got dirt. You like hills? We got hills. You like engine overheating? Okay, we don't like that either. We didn't keep that part. But the rest of it, it's all here. Far Cry 4 is pretty good. But that was never... There wasn't like a gap of 10 or 15 years between Far Cry 3 and Far Cry 4. That was never a trilogy that they later added to. It was always an ongoing series, is the difference. Again, haven't played them, but I've also heard that Mega Man Battle Network 4 and on were not terrific. Or I at least know that they changed a lot of the mechanics of the games series. So, Tiny won this one. That's okay. I can take one second. It's when they try to, like, recapture what made a trilogy good that they usually don't manage to. Has anybody ever made comparisons of your appearance to any celebrities? I've been told that I look like Mewtwo King, the Smash player, and also Armada. I've been compared to those two. When I had long hair, I mean, no one ever said this to me. I thought I looked like John Lennon. I think Jack said it once. I think he described me that way. And when I first met Jack, I compared him to Nacho Libre. And he got mad because I didn't say Jack Black. But it wasn't Jack Black. It was specifically that character of Jack Black. Because he has the curly hair and the little mustache and everything. But yeah, Jack's a little Jack Black looking. Oh, other people say you look like Black Jack. You heard that from other people, Jack? No, I always thought John Lennon, and then I have a coworker at the bus yard who looks a lot like Elton John. Oh, I don't get the fruit from that? Okay, goodbye, Jack. Enjoy your day. God dang it!
God dang it, Bobby!
If I miss this jump, it's going to be real bad. But I need to take it every time in order to stay competitive. I'm still in 4th. And that's not great. Again, I said this at the start of the stream. I think this is the hardest track in the game.
That boy ain't right.
My Hank Hill needs a little work, but I'm working on it. Honestly, I think I do a little bit of a better Bobby. But, Dad, that tiger started it! Come on, I have 0 fruit. I need my fruit, and they're hogging my fruit. Let me have my fruit. I'm a growing tiger. Okay, last lap. This level's music is so, it feels out of place to me. It's so, like, 50s diner-ish. Like the motorcycle music in Crash 3. But for a blimp level? I don't know, I don't get the connection. It's just kind of arbitrary music track to me. Ooh, that was close. I'm gonna hold on to this. No, I'm not. And I'm just gonna waste it. That's what I'm gonna do. Nope. Okay, that's a good time to get that. I can use that, fella. Come on, you can do it. Oh, he was way behind. Okay, yeah, I got this. I think one universal gripe I have with every Crash game in the trilogy is the backtracking. You're blindly running towards the screen and risk falling into a pit or hitting a nitro. You have a much shorter reaction time, definitely, when you're running towards the screen, but they give you enough vision to react to it. It's limited vision. It's not no vision. I get why it's annoying, though. And yeah, it is annoying. It's a different way to play the game. I've seen many very poorly made platformers that, not 3D, but 2D, that just don't understand how important it is that the camera is in front of your character instead of on your character. Or worse yet, they have like those Game Maker platformers wherein the screen doesn't move until the character reaches the edge, and then the character is always on the front edge of the screen, and you have no visibility in front of you. That is a telltale sign of a very amateurish made game. Oh, they're so far ahead. That went nowhere. Just lay that for someone to find. They're still so far ahead, and he just took the crates. If I'm doing this bad against regular racers, how am I going to do against Oxide? Oh, that'll be rough. Because he has perfect stats. At least in the rematch race. I don't know if he does in the first one or not. No. No. Do not squash puny car. Tiny, please. Us tigers gotta stick together. Give me a fireable item! Let me shoot ahead of me, please! I need to kill Tiny, thank you. Worse than Crash 1 where dying means starting over to get the gem. Yeah, Crash 1 was the hardest of the three. At least in regards to getting the gem, certainly. And it's because of that. I think they tweaked it in the Insane Trilogy in some capacity. I don't remember how exactly. I think you no longer have to... You don't have to not die in order to get the gem. You just have to get all the boxes. Or else, maybe they still at least show you how many you missed. Even if you die on the level. There was some tweak. I don't remember. I would like to get the Insane Trilogy on Steam. And, you know, on a computer that would be able to run it. Because Crash Bandicoot with achievements sounds amazing to me. Because I like achievements. I am openly admitting to being an achievement whore. I should have kept that. That would have been good to defend items. Okay, that's fine. I can use that. But then the temptation is too great. When I see a crate. And I could also leave something behind. So I do that. What is your favorite movie? I think I would say The Hunchback of Notre Dame. The Disney one. Phantom of the Opera is also very high up there. And favorite anime movie? It's probably Paprika, Satoshi Kon's. I'm a big fan of big, epic, sweeping, powerful stuff. So, Hunchback and Phantom are some of my favorite things of all things ever. They're great. I love them. Phantom isn't a Disney movie, but yeah, Hunchback, that's part of the reason I like it, is because it's willing to reach out to an adult audience with the much darker themes than most Disney movies. And Hunchback is in competition with Black Cauldron for darkest Disney movie. A lot of people compare the two in that regard, but I think Hunchback had a lot more depth to it. And of course, featured the legendary vocal talents of Mr. Tony J as Frollo. I'm a bass singer myself, and obviously a very deep voice, so I was always a big fan of very deep old man voice actors. Tony J and Christopher Lee were two of my favorites. Rest in peace, both of them. Tony J, I didn't realize until much later in life. Wait, didn't we play this level already? Is this a different sewer level? Okay. I didn't realize until much later in life that Tony J also narrated on Teen Titans. On at least one episode. It's the one where Starfire turns into a chrysalis. And the narrator of that episode is Judge Claude Frollo, and that's pretty awesome. I am so far behind these guys. So I'm racing, I guess, the bosses on this cup. I don't know if it's just the 5 of us or if there are other racers as well. I wasn't looking. But I need fruit. That is what I need. Ooh, that's good timing. Hello, Papu. I will catch you. Eventually, as soon as the frame rate allows. Haven't seen the Black Cauldron. Interested in seeing it. They actually, the Emperor's New Groove, if you're not aware, here's some more trivia for you, was, the Emperor's New Groove was planned to be a much more serious, dramatic film. But they decided to change it after the commercial failure of their previous few more serious Disney movies, like, Pocahontas and Hunchback didn't do that well. So they decided to change it completely and do a very lighthearted movie with Emperor's New Groove. And this was actually after they'd done a fair bit of work on the original plan. So there's actually a on the soundtrack, there's a like dramatic sweeping villain song for Yzma. Back when she was a much more serious character sung by Eartha Kitt. That was never in the movie because they made it so comical instead. Are we sure? Are we sure that Wumpa fruits don't exist? I always thought they were just an obscure but real fruit. Brother Bear is a criminally underrated Disney movie. It was alright. I saw it. I enjoyed it. Jack and I have mentioned it in videos in the past. It was in some of the Monster Girl Quest highlights. I don't remember which ones exactly. but we got some bits out of that movie. It's the Pacific Northwest Disney movie, so it's kind of our representation, being in the, you know, Washington area. Got a couple of that there Canadian mooses in it, you know. Meese? Are we mooses or are we meese? I don't know, eh? We're one of the two. Voiced by that there Bob and Doug McKenzie, couple of Canadian comedians there. Don't see a lot of other stuff with them in it. Little bit of comedy duo. Oh, I didn't get the crate. Disney loved their unnecessary sequels. And Brother Bear got one of them. There was a Brother Bear 2, and I never saw it. I probably am not missing much. Get out of the way, Roo! Move! There we go. Oh, snap, you're in Washington too? We are. We live in Battleground, which is near Vancouver. Very far south. Jack's parents live in Seattle, so that's where he is at right now. Or Seattle area. I take it you are a Washingtonian, Darian? Sandy Dragons is also in the area. And Bacon Bomb is in Olympia temporarily. So we're actually going to be meeting him in person not too long from now. We've had Sandy over in person for a couple of streams before. Sandy Dragons. Alright. I'm doing alright. I'm holding my own in the Boss Cup. I need that. I need the fruit. Papu! Okay, no one gets the fruit. Brother Bear 2 was just a waste of time. Didn't have the same voice actors, and the whole plot was just a love triangle between Coda and Kenai? Interesting love triangle. That's like, that's a big age difference there. That's like, the Tuxedo Mask, Chibi Moon, Sailor Moon, quote-unquote triangle. Which I would bet they cut pretty heavily from the dub. Because it was kind of weird to have a little girl character getting jealous of an adult male's romance. Or rather, no, it was weird that Sailor Moon was getting legitimately jealous and threatened by a little girl moving in on her man. Oh, can I juggle him? Can I keep him in the air? Oh, I missed the thing. Randall area near Mount Rainier. I don't think I've ever been. I have to look it up on a map. I take it that's more eastern Washington. Yeah, the Disney sequels, the straight-to-video sequels as a whole, were pretty forgettable for obvious reasons. They were obviously for marketing and nothing else. That was no secret. Okay, that's a Roo hit. Okay, there we go. I saw someone does a video of like all Disney movies rated, or all Disney sequels rated, things like that. And he did one on the straight-to-video Disney sequels. And Hunchback 2, I think, was rated biggest drop in quality from the first to the second. And it's pretty big. Hunchback 2 was bad. Jack and I watched it. We didn't record it. We should have done a watch of it, honestly. I think Brother Bear 2 was deemed most unnecessary, or something along those lines. Brother Bear is definitely one of the more forgotten Disney movies, on the whole. God damn it! Corpse block! I hate hitting carts that are spinning out in this game. Let's see, what were some others? About the only Disney sequel I recall that people generally liked was the third Aladdin movie. What is it, King of Thieves? Prince of Thieves? Something Thieves. After no one saw Return of Jafar, everyone saw the third Aladdin. Because I guess they marketed it well, or something? I don't know. And I guess the guy who made this particular list thought that Cinderella 3 was alright, or reasonably interesting at least. I think it involved time travel. It was a weird synopsis for a movie, from how it was described. I am very short on fruit. Could definitely use some fruit right now. Fuck off, Roo! Hey, I actually got it while drifting. Go me! Go away, Papu. You're a stereotype that doesn't need to exist. So on behalf of everyone, I'm gonna make you not exist. I wonder if there are a lot of people who are actually offended by Papu. Not that he was any specific tribesman. He's supposed to be like an African tribesman, right? Not like a Native American thing, per se. I guess, though. I mean, I guess the Crash Island locale, it's supposed to be like, I guess he's Aboriginal. Because it's like off like a coast area of Australia, right? Is the Crash kind of areas? It's all Australian animals. Come on, you can do it. No! You took my crate! Took my crate! And you can't see what items they have. That was a nice quality of life feature eventually introduced into Mario Kart, is being able to see the characters physically holding the items. Oh, that's good. I like me a shield. And if he comes up too close, I can just bump his ass. No! 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 I didn't get him. He's gonna win. Oh, I hope I have enough points. It's funny because Return of Far was actually meant to be a pilot for the Aladdin cartoon series, and boy does it show. I'd heard that. I'd heard that a lot of the straight-to-video sequels... Okay, good. I wasn't paying attention to the poor Pinstripe. Oh, you just get one? That's rough, little buddy. I'd heard a lot of the straight-to-video Disney sequels were intended to be pilots for the cartoon, for an original cartoon series on Disney Channel. And when it got turned down, they would just take like 3 episodes, 3 scripts, and shove them together, add a loose overarching plot, and call it a movie. That happened with the Atlantis straight-to-video sequel, too, like Milo's Return or whatever it's called. I should save. I haven't saved in a while. I should save. That would be a good idea. I'm too used to autosave in modern games. That could have fucked me. Something bad happened. I don't think there are many that got 3 movies. Cinderella and Aladdin are the only 2 I can think of. I know there was a Mulan sequel. I don't know if that was also a show pilot thing or not. Let's see, I know they got a Hercules cartoon series. I know they got an Emperor's New Groove cartoon series. That was after they had a sequel, though, so that got both a straight-to-video sequel and also a Disney Channel series. Those of you wandering in may wonder what this has to do with Crash Racing, and the answer is absolutely nothing. Just to be perfectly clear here. Oh, what the? I got pushed! Okay, well, I'm just gonna go this way then. Screw all y'all. Fruit. I got my fruit taken from me. I'll have to look it up. I'm wondering now if Wumpa fruit are, in fact, real things. I could swear I've done that before, and I thought they actually were a real but obscure kind of fruit. Yeah. Nice to see Skeletor still getting work. Voice in Dingo Dial. I guess Ripperoo's laugh was originally taken from the hyena's laugh in Lady and the Tramp? Wait, there was a hyena in Lady and the Tramp? Not Lion King? Eat it, Polar.
Right. Crikey! You having a ripper race, mate? I'm Australian!
I like how the fact that he is both a dingo and a crocodile is what necessitates Dingo Dial to be the most Australian of this group of Australian animals. Wow, you don't throw those far at all. I wonder if Crash ever speaks. If they ever made the attempt to have a game where Crash speaks in proper English. It'd be weird. I have trouble picturing it. But it also doesn't seem so far out of the way that they wouldn't have tried it at some point. Because Mario did it very early on. With, like, some poker games in, like, Mario's early years or something. There were some early games that had Mario speaking in full voice lines. And now, purportedly, they're doing a new Wario Land game in which Wario will have full voice acting with full dialogue. And that'll be an interesting thing to see. Here. It's just weird to picture Charles. There's a scene in a zoo, there is a hyena in a cage laughing. Oh, okay. I have not seen The Lady and the Tramp in a very, very long time. There are a lot of Disney movies that I quite frankly don't remember. Despite being a big Disney fan, there's a lot. I really should just get rid of the bombs as soon as I get them. I'm never ready when another item crate comes along to dump them off and get something new. Go on, missile. Find your target. Oh, that's good. I can use that. I wonder what happens if 2 masks hit each other. If just nothing happens. Can I do anything with this? Well, okay, that's fine. I also was considering doing a TAC stream at some point. Probably solo. I don't think Jack would be terribly interested in watching TAC. It was a surprisingly decent game coming from Nickelodeon Studios. And this was the first TAC game was well before they made a cartoon series of it. I don't know that they had any plans for a cartoon series at that point. No! And Jin, leave. I don't want to get blown up. How did... Oh, he got it off. I don't think I've ever seen the computers ever successfully get a TNT off them. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting it. Oh! Wasted. That's okay, it's a bomb. It's not great. Hit something, please. Oh, that's someone. That recently in the Skylander animated series, they included Crash? Really? Interesting. I know that Activision has the license to both things. That still surprises me, though, because they've never, I don't think they've ever actually crossed over Crash and Spyro to any capacity. Outside of Crash Purple, Spyro Orange, which were failures, commercially and as games. I think it was right after Activision got the licenses to both that they worked out attempting that crossover of games. And they weren't great. They were very poorly made collections of minigames with very minimal levels of 2D platforming in like a hub world environment. And the most coke-eyes looking models for Spyro characters you've ever seen in any game. I mentioned this before. I feel like I will have to boot up one of them at some point just to show off how bad the Spyro characters look in that crossover. And you know, it might have been the same art style as the PS2 Crash game. PS2 Spyro game, Enter the Dragonfly. But just worsened by the fact that it was on Game Boy Advance graphics. Uh-oh! That's not good. That would have been good to have before that turn, because then I could have taken the shortcut. Oh, well. That's not a shortcut. I remember that from last time. There's a wall. Get hit. Yeah. I am not nice. Oh, that was the shortcut. I just went by it, didn't I? Well, that was a shortcut. There are more. I'm going to save this. I want to try to keep this for that shortcut. Nope, I just hit my own thing. Oh, that wasn't nearly... That was way too early. Well, that's bad. That's very bad. I am now an 8th. And I got a lot of catching up to do. Oh, that's good. That's a good item to get. This would also... Corpse blocking! I hate it. This would also be easier on me to play if the frame rate wasn't tanking. A lot of people didn't seem to understand the reason as to why Crash had an Australian accent. Bandicoots are obscure creatures in real life, so I can get why not everyone would know that they're Australian. Or from that general region of the world, at least. And you don't actually explicitly see Australia in the Crash games. Like they're just on the Insanity, the 3 Insanity Isles. Which are presumably off some Australian shore. Again, that's just presumably, though. You'd have to know the animals themselves. You know, Bandi-kuu and Potteroo and... What are some others? Koala Kong. Oh! Koala Kong was in Crash 1. Didn't really see him again at all until Crash Bash. I don't remember if he was in Nitro Kart. Koala Kong just kind of was forgotten about for the remainder of the Naughty Dog games. Uh-oh. Okay, well, good thing I had that. I can take the shortcut with this. There you go. Yatta! Wrong way. What do you mean wrong way? Screw you, Aku. Okay, I'm in first place. I got an item that I can defend myself with in case of homing missiles that I just dropped. You don't really encounter many homing missiles in first, because they don't home that far. They're not like red shells where they'll inherently just go straight to whatever the next person is ahead of you. It's only up to a certain distance that they will track. The electricity, though. That's the any distance homing item, I think. I don't think that has a limit. It is very bold of them to program it so that it hits multiple targets, even without the 10 fruit upgrade, though. The electricity is a very powerful item in this game. And reappears in Crash Bash. I don't think it came from anywhere in particular, unless it's supposed to be like one of Cortex's projectiles from the first games, the ray guns.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. You know what? It's nice to see Australia getting some representation in the pop culture department. It's got Crash Bandicoot and it's got Mad Max, and you know what? You could do worse. It's nice to see various cultures represented in different things. We think about the anime that Jack and I were talking somewhat recently about the anime that takes place in different areas. Like Sailor Moon is all Japan. The bad guys are these universal global threats, but for whatever reason, they always focus all of their efforts only on Japan, and there's no in-universe explanation as to why this is. Egypt has Yu-Gi-Oh! That's all about Egyptian stuff. And to some extent, JoJo, Stardust Crusaders. A big chunk of that takes place in Egypt, and heavily features Egyptian mythology. France has homebrewed Code Lyoko. Good old French animation. And Wakfu. I know Wakfu is made in France. I don't know anything about it, though, or how French it is in tone or culture. Remember that bizarre mascot Naughty Dog had on their logo? It was in Crash 1, but not in the others. Yep. I remember the Naughty Dog. I don't know how bizarre it was. It was just another anthropomorphic mascot. Another Chester Cheetah kind of guy. I don't know what other games they did before Crash that might have been on. No! I wanted you to continue drifting. Why you gotta be so weird with the drifting? I should have taken the shortcut. God damn it. Okay, well, I can still... I got it. Okay. Oh, what?! Ah, oh, Crash, you fucker! That's okay. I can recover from that. Of course, it's the big wide track. Worst track for laying traps. Oh, and then I just laid one. I just pressing the button. I didn't even realize what I got. This feels like the track that's the most about just having a top speed character. Because there's not a lot of turns. There's not a lot of potential for using items in a particularly clever way. It's just big, open road. How fast you go is how fast you go. And I am the slowest character in the game, so that's not good for me. Give me a... Okay, well, I made it work. Give me fruit, too. I'd like fruit. No! He ends the... He keeps ending the drift when I don't want him to. Damn it, I couldn't throw it behind fast enough. And hitting the boost pad didn't matter because I didn't recover. Oh, that would have been really bad for Crash if that had been the last lap. That would have been a Mario Kart ending. Bye, fruit. I would have liked you. That's karting games. You gotta avoid the mob. You gotta avoid... Once you're in first, it's easy to stay in first, but getting there... You gotta avoid the mob, the giant pack of items flying everywhere in the middle. And right now I'm in the pack and not avoiding it. Oh! 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 I did it. Alright. Yeah. If Christopher Walken voiced a Crash Bandicoot character, who would he voice? I'm guessing Pinstripe, maybe. I'm running out of steam. I'm running out of commentary. That's okay, though. We're getting towards the end of this. This is the last Grand Prix. And as long as I successfully clear it this time, we will be ready to go on to, this is the last Grand Prix. Once I finish this, I will be able to get the time trial on that last unlockable track and then face Oxide. So it'll probably be 30 minutes at most, I'm going to say. Hopefully. Again, that's assuming I'm able to clear this Grand Prix without trouble. Because I'm now at the point where I have this one Grand Prix left, and I can't do anything else until I get first in it. Yeah, just try and hit me, missile. Oh, Tiny! It's the Tiger rivalry again. No. No missile. No missile. No. No! Get them! They're in first! They're ahead of me! Okay, it hit the ground. Wow, the missiles really aren't very good at tracking in this game. Which works out in my favor. I mean, I always seem to hit mine. Maybe because I always fire them in, like, big open stretches of area. You know, stretches of area. That's where you want to fire missiles. Is your area stretchy? Mine is. They're taking that, I bounced on him like a Goomba. The shortcuts on this level are, I find, incredibly hard. That one, at least. Not the one I just took, but the ones over in the icicle area. Come on. I'm ready. There it goes. I can never get them reliably. And if the computer can get them reliably, that's a problem for me. I remember you from Crash 2. You like being frozen? Jerk. No, Tiny, no squish. Tiny, leave puny cars alone. Leave alone. Where is he? He's right on my tail. I just looked at the mini-map. Tiny, please. He's gonna take the shortcut. No? Did he not? Okay, I fired it behind me and hit no one. Alright, well. Thought I missed that for a second. It's okay. I'm doing good. I can win this. We got it. We got it. We're ahead. Tiny can't catch us. Puny Tiger wins! Now there's one more, right? That was 3 of 4. Yes, there is. But I am 9 points in the lead. So if Crash comes in first and I come in 5th or lower, we'll be tied. And I don't know who it gives a tie to. As long as I come in at least... As long as Crash doesn't come in first, I'm guaranteed a victory. As long as I come in at least 4th, I'm guaranteed a victory. So the only way I can lose this, if his Crash comes in first, and if I do really shitty. Both of the stars have to align in order for that to happen. And hopefully they don't. Because I'm ready to finish this. I'm ready to take on Oxide again. In extra BS final race. I think it takes out 3 targets and then fizzles out is how it works. The uncharged version. I was right. You stay back. Nope. I guess I should have left that for someone else to hit. Yatta! Did I just hit myself? Where'd the missile go? It just vanished. Whoa! That's a very different whoa voice from the Crash 2 woes. That was almost a Sonic Crash voice, where he sounded like just like teen bro dude. No, Cortex, leave. I know this is your castle. But I'm taking over. Everything must end. Just lay back, accept it. What kind of scientist has a castle, by the way? How successful was Cortex that he was able to either build this place or else, I guess there was a castle already here on these Australian outlier islands, and he purchased this historical monument so that he might live in it. it couldn't track on the split path. It got lost. God damn it. Should have saved that. That's okay. Catching up. This is some Crash 1-esque music. A little bit. Honestly, it's a little bit. Crash 3 as well. That was almost bad. Okay. We're making it. Don't think there's much chance of me finishing in lower than 4th. Or in Crash getting in 1st. So, I'm good. Nope. Crash 3, Crash runs into a laser. Doesn't even get the chance to say whoa as he's evaporated into nothing. Yeah. In Crash 2, getting hit by a laser meant you shrunk. Then you got to be a little Crash as you shrunk into an atomic subparticle of nothingness. But you got a whoa before then. That's the important part. You can't have a Crash game without whoa. Whoa! Because then it's not a Crash game. Okay. Gems acquired. Come here. Turbo track. Are you ready to get turbo? Like the snail? I never saw that either. I'm not qualified to reference that movie. Alright, turbo track. What is this? Is just a time trial. This is just a track that's here to just a track that's here to exist for time trial. That's all it's here for. Much like the previous unlock track. They just have these two Mario Kart-esque roadway tracks. That, I guess, are just, I wonder if they were just like test tracks, and they decided, you know what, let's put them in the game as unlockables. That'll be a good idea. Which, you know what, it is a good idea. Thanks, Naughty Dog. I'm glad when people include extra levels and playable things as unlockables. That's nice. I enjoy that practice. That's also a selling point of the Crash trilogy, the remade one, is that at least in Crash 1, they have a level that was cut for being too difficult. They decided, you know what? These are fans. Some of them are really good at this game. Let's put it in. Let's let them choose if they want to play it or not. It'll be optional. It'll be in the game. And so it's there in the re-released game. And it's purportedly really hard, but that's okay because it's optional. You don't have to fight Sephiroth if you're too bab. Nope. Let's do that again. All right. So I got a fair bit of time. And it's looking like I will be able to get all the crates. Which is good, because this is my very last chance to do so. No! No, send me back. I want to go back. I need them. Once per stream. I don't care! Shut up, Mask. Don't tell me what to do. I'm going to get them all. I'm going to get that 10 seconds off. That's going to be totally worth it. Oh, frames, please. Frames, don't fuck me now! This is the only track in the game, I think, that requires you to use the manual brake in order to make these turns, because drifting is not good enough. One more. Where is it? There it is. I see it. I'm gonna get it. Oh, we're gonna get such a low time. Yeah. Alright. Oh, platinum. I got a platinum relic. Okay, that one just seemed too easy. Whatever, I'm down. I stopped, backtracked, went the wrong way, got reset once. Platinum relic. That's cool. I'm alright with that. I guess Naughty Dog made a game before Crash called Keef the Thief. Oh, did they now? I know Ronimo was apparently involved in a...
You're back, and you've gathered all my time relics.
Yes, I have!
Well, it's about time I taught you a real lesson in speed. This race is for keeps.
Okay. As opposed to the last one that I raced you and kicked you off the planet. That was just for fun. Alright, we did it. We have unlocked Final Oxide. I'm going to save, and I'm going to go beat up an alien. And then we're going to be 100% done with Crash Team Racing Adventure Mode. Then I'm going to come back and spend 3 streams on time trials. Except not really. I know Ronimo was involved with a game on the Wii. I don't remember what game it was. It was like some painting game, or some game that was a platformer about a little paint fella. So I'm interested in finding and playing that at some point. It's always interesting to see what the developers did before they hit it big with their major property. Alright, here we go. Slowest character in the game versus boss character who cheats and has perfect stats. There he goes. Look at that asshole. And throw stuff at you. Can't forget that. Starts early, throws stuff, has perfect stats. Oh no, that's a lot of stuff he's throwing. I'm in a bad spot. I think the boss is rubber band. Don't quote me on that. But I do think that the bosses have rubber banding AI, not the normal regular racers. But when you do boss races, they like to screw you that way. Oh, that's a cool potion. I like that potion, the one that was floating up there in the sky. I can't get close enough to fire the missile. I think he gave up on throwing stuff behind me because I'm so far behind. Oh, I'm hitting the brake button. I was hitting square. That's what was happening. I was wondering, why aren't the missiles firing? Okay. It's not lost yet. I can still catch up. I don't want to say goodbye. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello! 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 I'm not somehow I'm not surprised. Come here. Oh, I can't jump. You can't jump while you have the rain cloud. This feels rubber bandy. He's going real slow right now. Missile, hit. Missile, please. I'm the slowest character. What do you want? I don't have the frames for this race. And he also blows up all of the item crates as he goes by somehow. He really doesn't need to be getting the item crates. He's just getting them so that I don't. Eat it! Eat it! Get hit! Eat a missile! Whee! This tiger's just having fun. He doesn't care about beating the evil alien and saving the planet. He's just here to race and make friends. Oh, he dodged. Eat it. Eat it, alien. Get hit! He's not running into any of my traps. He's too smart. I guess he doesn't take the boosts. Is that the balancing factor? Oh, you say goodbye. No! No, you stay back! Stay back, evil alien man! Oh, hey, I finally hit him with one. Now, does he have super item armor, where he's only affected for, like, a quarter as long or something? That's the question. I'm in the lead, though. And his main thing is dropping stuff behind him, so... He doesn't have any weapons he can fire ahead of him. It looks like I've cinched the lead. Happy little tiger's gonna win. Nitrous is gonna win with the best weapon in the game, frame slowdown. Yeah, I could really use a new computer. I think this is one of the higher end PS1 games, though, in terms of the performance demand. Because I don't recall having any serious problems with Crash 1 or 2, or maybe even 3. I did it! Tiger saves the world! Again! Against a bad sport who came back, because he's a little bitch who can't take losing. Yeah, Nitrous is a dude. Much like Frieza. Sounds like a woman. Has that kind of high-pitched voice, because I guess that was the voice for aliens at the time. Alright, goodbye. See you never. Actually, well, no, we'll see you next game.
You beat me once again. Now I have to go back to the planet Gazmoxia, a complete loser. I must be getting slow in my old age. That's it. I'm finished racing in these mushy backward worlds. Keep your miserable planet. I'm out of here for good.
Oh, he's old. Okay, that's his excuse. I think canonically he's actually like several hundred years old or something along those lines. He appears again in Nitro Kart. Crash sold his life story to a major movie studio. The film entitled The Color Orange will be released for the Christmas season. He can now be found somewhere on the beach down under doing what he does best. Dancing and napping. Oh, Crash likes to dance. So it's like Crash 1, we get a little where are they now things. Neo Cortex went back to scientific research and discovered a new element in the periodic table. Numerous lawsuits failed to change the name he boldly chose for Element 117. Cortex rules the worldium. Pretty sure we're well past 117 by now. Tiny Tiger moved to Beverly Hills and founded the popular chain of Pain and Gain fitness clubs. His Tiny Bow exercise video made millions on infomercials around the globe. Coco went on to start her own internet dating service. Coco, founder of Tinder. Although her company's still in the red, share prices are going through the roof. Engine opened a custom auto parts store in Toledo, Ohio. That's very specific. The store closed after a massive recall when his patented clear-the-road missile system sparked havoc on the nation's freeways. Dingo Dial went on to found an animal breeding program for the creation of unique and interesting pets. His motto, "Combine them all," spurred such successes as the Gurbat, Kangarooster, and the Dingo-rilla. Polar became the head taste tester for a leading ice cream company. Because ice. Get it? Bold new flavors okayed for production include Salmon Swirl, Squishy Squid Sundae, and Mackerel Mint. Pura joined the Las Vegas Tiger Show of Ziegfeld and Floyd. His starring role came to a disastrous end one day when Pura accidentally closed his mouth a bit too early. Floyd will be sadly missed. Pinstripe became a used car salesman in New Jersey. Some say he's still there today. As top salesman each month, he smirks, "People decide on a car quickly once my Tommy gun comes out." Papu joined the Wild Wrestling Association and changed his ring name to Mr. Bad Belly. His signature move, the Bad Belly Bounce, was finally banned by the WWA after 3 wrestlers suffered severe rope friction burns. Ripperoo was elected state governor. Are you sure you're not talking president? His slogan, "Crazy is as crazy does," created a groundswell of public support and even started whispers of a run for the presidency. Oh, you don't say! Komodo Joe opened Honest Joe's wedding ring and rare gem outlet in Zurich. After a series of sting operations, Joe was convicted of laundering stolen cubic zirconias for the Couch Slouch Shopping Network. But what about Mo? Where's Mo, Joe? Entropy is working on his time machine. Last seen entering a time warp ball traveling to some ancient rainforest. Nitrous oxide went back to the planet Gasmoxia, a broken alien. After years of therapy, Oxide emerged from seclusion to begin racing again in the next game for Emperor whatever his name is. Fortunately, the unicycle was a poor vehicle choice and his resulting accident was too gruesome to detail here. Oh, we get the Flag Girls get stories. She became a race car driver for herself. Isabella landed a bit part in the season finale of Bay Waters. So it's Ami, is the green-haired one. Liz posed for Bandy Boy magazine, buying her dream Malibu mansion with the earnings. Porn! She did porn! Megumi shortly unveiled her new line of perfume called Odaku, featuring the alluring scent of fermenting Wumpa fruit. They just said that my flag girl went on to do porn. She posed for fake Playboy. Oh, there's a scrapbook. I guess for 100%. And there she is. There's Tana. See, she appeared in this game. She wasn't forgotten. I guess, sure, there's a scrapbook of images for 100%. I mean, that's something. There's Mo. Look, Mo's in the game. He's not dead. Was that... Did Tiny have a poop underneath him? That looked like poop. I guess this is a fitting retrospective for the final Naughty Dog game. Because this is it. This is the last one. And then next time we have Crash Bash. Which may actually be me and Jack. We'll have to see yet. Because it does have a co-op mode for the story. And that might be interesting. I just don't know if I'll be able to get him to go through the whole thing. So we'll see. It's easy to forget how long E3 has been around. Seeing these old Sony booths. Yep, and Nitrous Oxide is back next game. Working for Emperor Velo. I guess having survived his horrific unicycle accident. And he's got a couple other schmucks working for him. Actually, I think Entrance appears in Crash Nitro Kart. Who, I had no idea who that is because I never played the handheld games. But apparently they introduced a new character in the handheld games that got like 1 or 2 console appearances. So that caught me off guard as a console player. There they are. Those are the full quality artwork models. Oh, Fake Crash. Fake Crash is in the game? Is there a code to get Fake Crash? I forgot about that. I know you can use a code to unlock Penta. Entrance was a good handheld Crash game. Was that the third one? Because I know there was Crash the Big Adventure, I think was the first one. And maybe Entrance was the second one. I don't remember there being more than 2. But I considered doing a little bit of play on them because I've never played the Crash handheld games. Seeing Japanese Crash is reminding me of the Japanese Crash Bandicoot theme, the Crash Bandi-kuu. I don't remember if I played it on stream before. There's the 2 crashes. Sorry, don't mind that. Oh, now it's Naughty Dog staff. On these sweet PlayStation 1 quality photos, going way back in time to a simpler time. The 90s. It's okay, we're almost done with the 90s. We've cleared out every game ever made in the 90s between Crash and Spyro and Mario 64. And we've emerged into the 21st century. We just played Sunshine. That's like a 2002 game or something. Thanks for playing. You're welcome, Naughty Dog. Thanks for making the game. We'll miss you. Until Jack, which is also a good series. Planning to play the Jack games at some point. Well, so that was our 100% Crash Team Racing run. What do we got? We just get dumped off here. I'm going to go save. Don't know why I'm never going to come back to this file, most likely. But I'm going to save. And the next time I stream a Crash game, it'll be Crash Bash with or without Jack. So I'll either be doing the campaign myself or else we'll be doing a co-op, me and Jack. And we'll see how that goes. For now, that's it for today's stream. I'm going to shut down CTR and play us out with some sweet Japanese Bandi-kuu is what I'm going to do. Thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh man, this song is weird.
Bandi-kuu.